What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode of Big South Outdoors TV. As you can see in the background, this is my work truck. I noticed yesterday it was running hot on me, and I was trying to get it back to the shop, and I made it. And I discovered, after doing the process of elimination, I discovered that the thermostat had gone out. It had stuck closed. And when I got back here to the shop, I took the radiator cap off. As you can see, there's the radiator cap right there. I pulled the radiator cap off and the water just spewed everywhere. But thank God the motor did not overheat. It just got hot. Sorry about the camera work, guys. I'm doing a hands-on this morning. But anyway, you see this part right here? This is the gooseneck. This is where the thermostat actually sits. See that little ring right there with the yellow stuff on it? That's where the thermostat actually sits. I was attempting to take it off. I've replaced the thermostat in this truck, a couple times. Had it for 11 years, and I've replaced the thermostat in it a couple of times. Never had any issues. This time was different. I'll show you what I mean. This is one bolt right here. You see, it's the whole bolt intact, everything. This is just the head to the other bolt. This is what you don't want to have happen. You see that right there? That right there is where the thermostat goes. Right in that hole right there. In case you don't know what a thermostat looks like, that is a thermostat. It's heat activated. You see that spring? I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it. I apologize. It's not doing a very good job. But anyway, there we go. See that spring? That spring is heat activated. When the engine gets to 100, when the water in the engine gets to 192 degrees, this spring pulls the thermostat open, and that gap in right there, it opens up and allows the water to flow through this hose back into the radiator. Now, all cars are designed this way because they're water-cooled engines. That bolt right there, as you can see, it is a steel bolt. And as you can see, this is an aluminum intake. When you put two different metals like that together, it causes corrosion. And that's what happened with this bolt. It got corroded, and I sprayed WD-40 on it first, and then I sprayed PB Blaster on it, and it started working loose, but I guess the torque going back and forth, it was too much on the shank of the bolt, and it broke. Now I'm having to wait on a tow truck, because you can't drive it like this. I'm having to wait on a tow truck, and I'm going to have it taken to a shop, and they're going to have to mechanically extract that bolt. I don't know how they're going to do it. They may end up having to pull all this stuff off and replacing this intake on this engine. I don't know. I pray they don't, because this is my work truck. This is my bread and butter. But this camera does not want to focus. They may end up having to replace this part. I hope they don't, because what they'll have to do is go to a junkyard and get one, because this is not a mechanical part. This is something mechanical parts bolt to make the engine run. But anyway, I'm kind of in limbo right now. I'm dead in the water, so to speak, until the tow truck comes and take this thing to the shop and they work on it and fix it. I'm in complete limbo. But I did this video because I wanted you to see what I'm dealing with. Now let me explain what happens. You have a steel bolt, and you have an aluminum part it's going on into being bolted into on the engine. Anytime you have two different kinds of metals, especially steel and aluminum, it causes corrosion. And corrosion gets in the threads of these bolts, and it locks them up tighter than Dick's hat band. And you cannot break them loose. And 9 times out of 10, no matter what kind of car you have, this is a Ford. And this truck has got 225,000 miles on it. It doesn't use any oil, it doesn't smoke, doesn't knock, doesn't ping, and it's got all kinds of torque. But anytime, no matter what kind of car you have, if you have an aluminum motor mounted part, and then you have cast iron or steel bolts, this can happen to you. My suggestion is, when you run into this problem, do not do it yourself. Take it to a professional. Yes, I am a do-it-yourselfer from top to bottom, but I do know my limitations. I don't have the tools to do this. I don't have the time nor the patience to do this. So now I am, as a result of being a DIYer, trying to do it myself, and I've done this several times over the course of 11 years. Probably this is my third time, I think. As a result of doing this and trying to do it in a hurry, this is the result right here. Now I'm probably looking at a $300 to $500 repair, when if I had taken it to a professional and let them do it, I would have ended up with maybe $100 repair. So there you go. But anyway, I'm gonna keep up with this and keep you informed, and you'll see the end result. Tow truck is here. Got the truck repaired, and everything's back together. You see that new part down there? They actually had to replace, that's called a gooseneck. That's what a lot of the older people used to call them. That's that housing, as you remember earlier in the video, the old one, that's where the thermostat is actually housed. And what the problem was, the thermostat was opening, but it was not opening nearly as much as it should have been, and the water flow was not proper, and it was causing the temperature to rise because the water was overheating. But my whole purpose in doing this video for you guys is, like I said, this channel is about doing things yourself, how to repair things, doing, just how-to videos and DIY videos. But sometimes you have to know your limitations, and that's what this video is about. I have changed the thermostat in this truck probably 2, maybe 3 times myself. I've done it, and it's a very simple repair, but when you come to a point like that, when a bolt won't come out, and there's got to be a reason, the best thing to do is let a professional handle it. This repair was relatively inexpensive. It was not nearly what I thought it was going to be. It was $169. That included the part, that included the new part you see where the camera's pointing right now, and the labor, and 2 gallons of antifreeze. So if I had taken it to them to start with, it would have probably been cheaper than that, but it is what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that, sometimes doing it yourself can get you in a bigger mess than if you just spend the extra money and let a professional do it. That's it. That's for you DIYers out there. Know your limitations, and when it's out of your purview or it's beyond your capability, leave it to the professionals. That's going to do it for today, guys. This is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV. Be sure and hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And be sure and live big, live Southern, and live outdoors. Have a great day, folks.